The spirit of a white magister scowls at your presence.
Get away from me, sorcerer! Filth!
So what was going on here?
You'll get nothing out of me. Nothing!
Tell me what you know, or I'll consume your spirit and consign you to oblivion.
What? No, wait. I'll tell you. We had orders to bring down the wall. They thought there was more to find beyond it. That's all I know, I swear.
Thank you. And also, just so you know, I'm actually not able to consume spirits.
What? You bloody lying cur! I hope this cavern buries you alive!
Impressive. A barrel filling machine for the oil, I believe.
From somewhere deep within the inner workings of the machine comes an irregular clanking sound, then a weak gurgle. Inoperable, it seems.
And another example of Scholar Tag is OP. Because I have it, I actually have some idea of what each of the buttons and levers do. Let's try yellow to divert pipe
The
flow.
machine churns into life. Gears rotate and pistons hiss from somewhere within its metal housing. It settles into a slow metallic chug, ready for the next lever, perhaps.
The blue lever for the expulsion hatch.
The machine churns into life. Gears rotate and pistons hiss from somewhere within its metal housing. It settles into a slow metallic chug, ready for the next lever, perhaps.
And the green lever is the oil release mechanism, which is likely the last to be used, according to my Scholar Tag.
The machine churns into life. Gears rotate and pistons hiss from somewhere within its metal housing. The machine rattles, grinds, and hisses for a protracted moment, building in intensity. Then settles down into a steady mechanical thrum, functional by the sound of it.
It's working.
Well, we now have an oil pump to just make oil barrels, I guess. I don't know that we need it. It seems like they have plenty, but we have it. Did you search all the crates and such?
As far as I could tell.
Let's make the wall go kaboom.
I've seen places like this in books. Never thought I would see something like this in reality.
I'm glad my character didn't repeat what you said, because
That would make no sense at all.
we'd know that he was just taking the piss out of you at that point. Just
It would have resulted in fire breath to the face for you.
Archaeological discovery of a lifetime.
Now this is more like it. That barrier could resist the great acorn itself.
Well, the skeleton had a diary on him. Here begins the account of Wolfram, lead archaeologist. Captain Arias tells me there may be something worth excavating in this curious cave. I hired a gaggle of locals with shovels. They insist this cave is haunted, but it's amazing the ghosts you can chase away with a heavy purse of gold. Incredible. I've never seen craftsmanship like this. Was it a tomb? A temple? The pillars to the seven suggest some religious purpose. There is more, hidden behind a barrier. The workers are grumbling again, but I'm an expert on the undead. If their ghost was real, I would know. Idiots! The workers claim that I've been meddling with the gods. I only took a small chip from the pillar. I had to test it somehow, and now they've sealed me down here. Nothing left but to examine the columns and hope they return. Each of the seven seems tied to an element or trait. Rallic, earth. Duna, air. Tersendelius, blood. Zerlstissa, fire. Vrogir, muscle. Xanthessa, mind. Amadia, magic. I don't think I'm alone. I was sure I heard a voice as I slept, but I couldn't make it out. It was faint, an echo, almost. It's here. It's real. Whatever it is, it's real. The Guardians help me.
A way to die. Down here in this darkness. Poor soul.
The curious sculpture comes alive as you reach out to touch it. It thrums with power and throws flickering, dancing shadows against the walls. The carving is covered in strange glyphs that feel oddly familiar. They surround a gently glowing stone that makes you think of the night sky rolled into a ball.
Going to examine the glyphs.
To read the symbols, you hear a faint whispering at the back of your mind, as if you're listening to the echoes of a past age. Your mind swims, and for a moment, the glyphs become clear. You read, "Our first lords babes with power glowed, our seconds born in blood that flowed. Our thirds young to the wind return, our fourths to glowing flames adjourn."
With power glowed could be Amadia. The second is definitely Tersendelius. The elves. Note this down, please, because I don't think you can hear this again. Okay.
Writing down the clues.
So the second one's definitely Tersendelius. The first one might be Amadia. The third one's to the young to the wind return. That's the dwarves. That's Duma. And the fourth is going to be Zerlstissa, because lizards are cremated. So tell me when you've got those. So Amadia, question mark, Tersendelius, Duma, Zerlstissa.
Our fifth lord's cubs with minds were blessed. Our sixths had brawn beyond the rest.
So fifth is going to be imps, Xanthessa. And sixth is going to be orcs, Vrogir.
Yeah.
Our seventh's brood spread from earth to glen, and thus no king shall rise again.
Let's face it, that's probably humans. Rallic. Which would leave definitely the first to be Amadia.
You try to hold your focus as the whispering echo fades, but the letters waver, contorting and merging until they're nothing but meaningless glyphs once more.
A riddle from the past. Or maybe a riddle about the past.
So step one, where's Amadia's pillar? That's Rallic. That's Xanthessa. That's Vrogir. That's Amadia.
It's Amadia, the mother of wizards.
And then second was elves.
Mm-hmm. Second was the elves tier.
Sendelius.
Yep.
Tersendelius.
Third was Duma.
Yep. The wind returned.
Duna, the
And
stout.
then Zerlstissa.
Yep. Glowing flames.
An elegant god for our elegant people.
Then imps.
Which would be Xanthessa.
Xanthetta, the goddess of mirth, worshipped by imps.
Then
the-
Vrogir.
Yeah, the orcs.
Okay, I'm not trying to interact with the barrier. I'm
God
trying
of
to,
the
there we go.
Vrogir,
And then that leaves Rallic.
Yep.
Rabbit of the humans. That's it. We're through.
It occurs to me that would actually be very tricky to solve if you hadn't visited Stone Garden first to see each race's funerary rites. But alright, let's face it, we both know that this usually goes badly. You remember this fight, I assume.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it, but we gotta.
Infernal business is this.
Just get ready to put death resist on me. It'll be once I'm in conversation. I'm going to absorb the source before she has a chance to do it.
I wonder what they did in life to deserve such a wisdom.
The creature looks down from its perch, trembling. It crawled out of that
Should you do it now?
When you see, like... I'll try to tell you,
Its face is covered
but not
by an
yet.
intricate mask. From behind its unmoving lips, you hear a noise. It starts as a groaning, croaking chatter, but slowly becomes more distinct. It's speaking.
Mais Saravel te de larontu, Chamory?
Honestly, the Pet Pal one seems more like the Red Prince. I can speak the languages of every animal I meet, but not one masked weirdo.
The stream of noise cuts off abruptly. After a moment, you hear a jolting, lurching voice.
It wears the face of Zol Stissa, but speaks the tongue of beasts. How cruel. I suspected the Seven Lords won the war after they locked me here, but seeing their faces on dumb creatures, a depressing confirmation.
Who am I speaking to?
Fascinating. So quick to anger. It has the outward appearance of one of our kind, but underneath it is so very primitive. Perhaps this is to be expected when creation is left to 7 amateurs. The king would never have been so sloppy in his work.
Deep within your soul, you feel your god stirring at the sound of the voice. You can feel its anger and fear swelling inside you.
My people's records go back millennia. We have records of every king to walk Rivellon. This Seven Lords talk is nonsense.
The creature leans forward to get a better look at you, clucking and tutting under her breath.
It seems to be a simple form at its core, a source vat. A walking, unfortunately talking, source vat. Fascinating. I wonder how to extract the source from the vessel without...
She pulls back suddenly, recoiling in horror.
It is rotting. Almost imperceptibly, but it decays before my eyes. It must have no more than a century or 2 left.
The god within you reacts. Her emotions a cocktail of fury and fear. You hear her voice, demanding that you give her control, demanding your body obey her will.
Now, what is hiding behind that mask?
An Eternal does not answer questions from whatever creatures happen to lumber into view. Especially when there is so much to be learned about their source. What happens to it, I wonder? Does it lie in whatever ditch it falls in, as its body decays? Or... no, of course. It is harvested.
The god thrashes against your control. You can feel it hissing that this creature is dangerous, that it cannot be trusted.
Seems like maybe you also can't be trusted, Zerlstissa. Especially considering that, at least according to one source, you didn't actually create the lizards, you just kind of jumped in and took the credit when we stopped being dragons.
To have had the technology of the Eternals and made this. How crude. Although effective in its own way.
Effective at what?
Poor creature. Created for a sole purpose, and yet so ignorant of its function. It is a tool to collect source until it is ready to be collected. Most likely by its creator. And given that face, I can well imagine who your creator may be. What a lazy way to feed one's power. And one's ego.
And how do you know all of
You
this?
start to speak, but it's too late. Zolstissa breaks free, and the voice that emerges from your mouth is not quite your own.
Aetera, you worm. An eternity locked away was too good for you. I should have seen you ground to dust and fed to the wind. Your heresies deserve nothing less.
The figure recoils, as if struck.
Zolstissa? What happened to you? Did you truly fall so far?
Silence! It is your king that has fallen. He and all the other eternal cowards were flung into the void. And the power you were too scared to hunt has made me a god.
And now everyone you threw into the void is coming back looking for revenge, aren't they?
And yet, here you stand. Small, weak, decaying. I will not even need the Aeteran to grind you into the dust.
You feel your guard freeze at the mention of this Aeteran, a cold terror settling in your chest.
I mean, in theory, it seems like Solstiça has gotten more out of her than I did. But I also feel like Solstiça is not going to want us to know what the Aeteran is. Yeah, I'm gonna take control back and demand to know more about the Aeteran.
The beast's unruly passenger did not deign to tell it. She did not want her host to know. I crafted a weapon that would leave her an eternal once more.
You feel your guard thrashing against your control. Where? You croak in a voice not quite your own.
Ha! Of course you never found it. You always lacked imagination, my lady. I hid it in these very caves, although I can feel its distance now. Someone has uncovered it. Perhaps they intend to flay the godliness from you. No matter. Given your pathetic state, it is mine to collect at my leisure. As for you, you monstrosity, you were designed to be defective. You were built to die. And I rather think it is time you fulfilled your function. But do not fear. I shall put your source to good use.
I don't know what the camera is doing, but
It seems like when enemies summon things, sometimes it's just straight up goes to a weird screen.
okay. You focus on keeping yourself in this. I have death resist on for the moment.
Suppose I should just give myself a bunch of armor.
Yeah. I wouldn't bother with that. It's unless you get really desperate. Focus on her. Toss her down to me. Throw her on a couple of her pets, all the better.
That should work.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I'm crippled, I can... Well, that apparently failed right afterwards, so... Anyway.
I'll yield to none.
There, that froze some of her pets.
Oh.
gonna need you to search through your abilities to see if you have anything that clears frozen. If not, you're just gonna have to chuck a fireball at me or something. Through your buffs. Okay. The insulation shield would actually work. Although the frozen bulwark might also do it, and that would give me some magic armor, which
Let's
might
try
be
that one
better.
first.
Yeah, it also makes me immune to slipping, which might be good.
Okay. Enjoy that. Hopefully you're not frozen anymore.
There we go.
Should I try to freeze?
Let's see. Can you summon some totems anywhere that would be useful? I was hoping there'd be surfaces up there with you, but it looks like they're all down here with me, and she's moved up there.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still summon them to deal with the dog down here.
So, they're summoned.
Nether swap with her.
Okay. How am I an invalid target?
Oh, because you're fortified. Nether swap with the dog down with me and her. Not that one.
Okay. Okay, so that one.
Yeah, that'll put her down where your totems can hit her.
And that one. And oh, she's down there.
Global cooling might reach everything. Try it.
Okay.
Even if it just hits the dogs, you still need to deal with them. And go ahead and do Blessing of the North.
Prepare yourself.
And good news, she has no more magic armor.
I believe I am silenced at the moment. Well, I'm also immune to slipping, so is a bit of a problem. Oh crap, I'm still using that dang purging wand though. Because I forgot to switch back after all of that. Swap. Could of course just hit her. The problem is my death immunity is about to run out. So you're probably just going to have to get me back up because I don't have anything on me that can fix the fact that I'm silenced. I was intending, because, yeah, that's... Realistically, I don't know that that's going to heal me enough to be worth it. I mean, maybe. But... it might at least heal me enough to keep her busy hitting me, so... Let's see. Use, back to the healing. She's undead. Use, not that. That. Aim it at me. It'll bounce between me and her.
There you go. That was fun.
Let's see. You might want to put Celestial Body on yourself because that one dog will probably run in and try to eat your face.
Prepare yourself.
Blinding Radiance might also help by, you know, making them miss. And
Or
also just
outright killing it.
taking one of them out.
That's nice.
Alright, let's see. What do you have that you can maybe aim at her? Yeah, don't use fire until I've had a chance to put fire immunity on myself, please. And I'm going to be silenced for a bit. Do you have anything that fixes silenced? Clear-minded might? Nope, it clears a lot of things, but not that. Check your other stuff. Nope. So no. Okay, did you actually look through all of your other ones? Because you kind of flew right by them. Well, most of them are on cooldown. Fair enough. Okay, just hold your points for now. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to really stay in when I can barely do anything. I do think it's kind of BS that I can't even use my innate flame breath. Like, that's not a spell. That's just an innate ability. But okay. Stalker she just summoned is probably gonna take me out, or go for you, I guess. Okay, I need healing. I need so much healing.
Yep, that should work. Have some healing.
Thank you. I'm also frozen. This has not been the best fight for me.
Have a cure for frozen.
Thank you.
I think.
Encourage. It would also affect yourself and your totems. Gives me a bit more health to work with, and now let's see.
Where's this?
She's way over there. You're not going to be able to focus on those. Use Arctic Blast. It should do a fair bit because of how much you've buffed your magic armor, even though it is partly down. And now, if you use, like, Harsh Current or something, it should freeze them.
Prepare yourself.
I suppose currently the goal is to just have her keep using me as a punching bag. 1 minute, I need to check if I still have... I mean, I'm still silenced for at least this one remaining turn. Unfortunately, I think the Frozen Bulwark has gone down, so if I move, I'm probably just going to slip. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to teleport out of that and teleport to you for a minute. It might make her waste some time running up to hit us. And since those guys are frozen, although there's also ice up here, too. There's just ice everywhere. Okay, good news is I'm not silenced anymore. Or no, she silenced me again. How? What is she using on me that's screwing me up with that? Anyway. Still, the more you can keep us both in this fight, the more she's having to split damage. Yeah, summon some totems up with us at the edge, or they won't be able to hit her.
Okay, they will be earth totems then.
That's fine. It's not like I can use any of my abilities right now anyway. In fact, I'm stunned out completely. Great. Do you have any armor abilities left? Yeah, put them on you. You're the one that can actually do things. Well, actually, yeah, just put death resist on me. It's off cooldown again, but put armor on you.
You have death resist. Congrats. I'm gonna use armor.
I suppose at the very least I can examine her. Yeah, earth and fire are what we need here, but I can't do anything. So I'm going to just try to get some distance, a little bit even, so that she can't hit us both. And I am very slowed, apparently. I am running in slow motion. Chain lightning. More dogs. I don't know why it's doing that. It might be an issue with summon rework core. I'm not sure. Yeah, hit me. Hit me. Okay. Earth and fire. Focus on those. Earthquake. Turbulent wind. If lost footing is applied twice, it should knock her down, as long as they haven't made her immune. You might be able to hit the dogs with it, too. There.
Prepare yourself.
There we go. Global cooling, why not? This is the whatever the hell we can do fight at this moment. Alright, I'm still silenced. So I'm just gonna work on these things and try to get them out before they can hit us anymore. Alright, good.
Should I just hit her with a big rock?
Actually, petrify.
Okay.
If she's immune to it, we'll know. She is not. Okay, use the big version.
Enjoy. Some earth damage.
Unfortunately, I forgot. Those things explode when they die. And my death resist was down. You can get me up at the end of the fight, or now, if you wish, but I won't be silenced anymore, I guess. I hope. Maybe put the res scrolls on your hotbar at some point.
And now where you want to be?
Anywhere that doesn't have a horrible surface on it where I can also see her. Probably that up a little more. Like, oh, along the ledge, like at the very edge. If I can... Oh, that's not routable area for some reason. Okay, there, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah, I forgot. Those stupid things explode when they die. Could have gotten through this without death if I'd remembered. Although they might do it when they desummon too, and if that was the case, I was boned regardless. Do you have any kind of healing? No. Okay.
I have some good armor.
That one's only really good if there's a bunch of chilled targets around, and there are not right now, so just let it go. Just let it go.
So just chill.
She's not really doing physical damage all that much, so
Just wait.
just let it go and let me do something for once in this whole friggin' fight, please. Oh, and you've petrified her, so I can't teleport her away from you, so now I need to be careful to not hurt you.
lost your footing.
Okay, there we go. Oh, God. Conversation. I'm not moving.
I'm moving.
Okay, and
If I fall on my butt, it's fine.
The air suddenly feels thick, like it's grown musty after concealing a lie for so long.
Their tale is one of scholars becoming gods. If they could, we can. Which is rather excellent.
So, the gods are liars. I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, especially after talking to mine.
yeah.
Oof. Wasn't the most convincing guy in the universe.
Honestly, one death walking out of that fight's pretty dang good, so let's take all of her stuff.